What's going on, bitches? It's episode 165 this week. Comic Book Nerd Nation, changing things up. I'm Fox 2.
I didn't see that coming.
We got Pirate,
Did he just call us a bitches?
Topher,
No, I think he called everybody else.
Yeah, he called everybody else bitches.
and the whole F and Brian.
Yeah. Comment below what you think about being bitches.
Well, that should definitely yield some interesting comments. Welcome back, 165. We've got the whole crew here for the first time in probably a month and a half, I think.
Definitely the first time this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Wow. It has been challenging, but that's all right. We're here. Pirate, you weren't with us last week.
No, I was not.
You were at the DMV. That's super fun. That's always super fun.
Yeah, the good news is, though, after I left the DMV, I bought a new TV. So,
That's a lot of initials.
That kind of rhymes.
well, I was like, you know what? I needed to reward myself after being in a fucking hellhole. I was like, I'm going to get a fucking TV.
Did you get one of those curved
Usually I
ones?
just get a lollipop.
No. My aunt has one of those, and I don't like those. I'm not a big fan of them.
I don't understand the whole curved TV thing. It
Yeah.
seems like it's designed for one viewer. Like, it's perfect for one person, and then everybody else in the room is fucked. Like,
Well,
Pretty much.
my aunt's got her living room is like, I don't know, like maybe
A spaceship?
30 feet long, maybe. I don't know, like 20 to 30 feet long and like maybe like 15 feet wide. Not a very big room, you know? And she's got like a fucking 70-inch curved TV at the one end of it. And it's just like
Does it
so
curve to the
big.
left?
Maverick, we're
It
trying to
looks like
record
she
here.
has like, it kind of looks like if she just has this like battle wall. Like I picture, it's like almost like in NASA, and there's this giant ass curved TV. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. It's like an entire wall that's just taken up by this fucking.
You
It's like
just
an IMAX
explained it.
movie theater.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's like an IMAX
No, it's
movie
not.
theater.
No, because it doesn't even feel like a movie theater because it's curved. I don't know. I don't like the curved TVs. They
I'm
don't
not
really.
sure what's going on with Pirate's connection. His audio is coming through perfectly fine, and his video pauses about every 5 seconds, and it is just hilarious looking.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, like a
Always
Godzilla
fun.
movie.
it just straight pauses him in all kinds of random positions. It's pretty funny.
The only way it could be better was if it popped up and said buffering right on
yeah, right
in front
over
of
his face. Buffering.
Or like it all of a sudden turns into me with no shirt off. Like it just like pops up like
How do you do no shirt off? You're already there, I think.
Yeah.
or shirt off. I don't know. Dude, I literally just woke up. If you bust my balls, I'll just go back to bed. I'm in that mood.
Yeah, well. Okay.
Try
So,
me, bro.
so last week's episode went really well. We actually got some good feedback from a viewer that has never commented on any of our videos before. Name is Jimmy Pitaro on YouTube, and he said, "I really hope you guys still read your comments because I hope you will give things a chance. I would have to disagree with you that current titles coming out are bad. I'm currently enjoying most of the titles from DC Rebirth. Some of my favorites that I think you guys should check out are Superman, Detective Comics, Deathstroke, Nightwing, and Green Lanterns. Marvel has some enjoyable titles as well. Some of my favorites from them are Mighty Thor, Captain America Steve Rogers, and Daredevil. You don't have to like all of these, but I don't think it's fair to say that they are bad if you haven't really read any of them. Also,
I agree. I would have to agree on that
a
point.
side thing for Topher. DC Rebirth has been announced as a 2-year plan, and you can see things connected to the Watchmen throughout different titles such as Action Comics, Detective Comics, and Titans. The continuation of Batman and Flash will not be the first mention, although it will be the first crossover that specifically focuses on it.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I mean, I knew they were doing the 2-year plan, but I just haven't read a whole lot of DC stuff, and like nothing ever like super called attention to it and said, "Hey, here's where we're going to handle that." So I never knew exactly where to look. So that's good to know.
He followed up with a secondary comment that I think is important to read as well. He said, "I just realized that this was my first comment, and I didn't give enough positives. I've watched every episode you guys put out, and I love the show. Topher and Fox 2 fighting drives me nuts and keeps me coming back. But I also love Brian's love for poop and Pirates' magical music. So great to hear
Which
from
he
you.
hasn't done in a while.
I haven't.
Great to hear from you, Jimmy. Thank you for putting up with us for 165 episodes.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
Even my wife couldn't do that, so
I
yeah.
have a gift for him. The magical pile of poop.
Oh God.
I got my girlfriend to watch like the first 3, and then
Yeah,
she's
my-
like, "Yeah, I'll keep watching those sometime," and then no, never.
Yeah. My wife faded off after about the 5th or 6th episode as well. That being said, I took his comments to heart because it is important to me, and I think
So
you
you're
guys
gonna fight with Chris all episode?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight with Chris every episode. No, I do think it is important, and I think you guys probably agree with me that we read every single comment, and I try to reply to as many of them as I possibly can. It's not like it's a ton, but we appreciate the viewers we do have, so I took it to heart, and I've actually given it a fair effort. I've purchased some comics. I'm
Getting
gonna
prepared
try.
this tribute video.
Yes. I went out and purchased Justice League versus Suicide Squad, but I've got to wait for. I guess this has been really popular. Brian, you said that everywhere's selling out of it.
I had to order them too because I couldn't find.
Yeah, I had to order
3
2 of
and
the
4
issues. Yeah, 1
and 5.
1 and 3 were out, but I bought 2, 4, and 5 just to have them. So I got to wait to get started on that series. But I also bought the first issue of the Justice League Power Rangers crossover, which I was mildly excited and extremely cautious about. But it was really good. Have any of you guys read this one yet at all?
No.
No.
I've seen it. I haven't
It's-
read it.
It's actually really pretty good. Spoilers, I guess, a little bit to some degree. They don't cover much of the story in the first issue, but the premise is that Lord Zed, the main villain from the Power Rangers, builds a fake
Second main villain.
Alpha 5, or is it? Yeah, Alpha 5, right? That's the
Little robot?
Yeah, the robot builds a fake one of those, and it's actually a bomb, and it blows up the teleporter in the Power Rangers main base, and it causes like a malfunction, and the Power Rangers transport to our dimension and run into Batman and Flash, and the Pink Ranger uses her Dinozord to kidnap Batman because she thinks he's a bad guy.
So
It's pretty
it's-
interesting. It's actually pretty good. It's not real wordy though. So far it's definitely, you can tell, kind of aimed at younger readers. It's not like you would expect from like a full-blown Justice League book or something like a Green Lantern book. But it's really good. I'm looking forward to the second issue. It comes out February 8th, so I'm definitely going to be back at the comic book store for that one. So
The Teenage
kudos
Mutant
to,
Ninja Turtles
Jimmy
and Batman crossover was pretty good.
Was it?
So.
Which one?
The first one was good. The second one, I haven't read it yet. So I don't know how that one is, but it just started somewhat recently, didn't it? The second one.
that was
Maybe.
that was a question, Brian, to you.
Oh, I don't know. It is. Yeah, it's based on the animated.
Thank
Good chat.
Thank you for actively participating in the podcast, Brian. Are you like doing your fucking taxes over there or something while you're trying to podcast?
Oh man,
I need to do mine. Shit.
I don't think I got my W2s yet.
We're not talking about
Wow.
taxes.
Nope.
Just not. I'm not even having that.
No.
Speaking of Power Rangers, did you guys watch the Power Rangers trailer?
Yes.
Came out. Okay,
I did.
Thundercats.
let's start with Brian.
What?
Thoughts?
What are we talking about? Dennis the Menace? I liked it. I mean, I was never into Power Rangers as a kid.
Wait a minute.
'Cause
If you
I'm-
liked it, why did you post in the chat that you couldn't believe how horrible it was?
No,
he-
not
he-
that one. The Logan one.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I thought it was cool. I mean, you go from, the original one's supposed to be, exactly what it says, like alien technology and powers and coins and stuff. But they wore leather jumpsuits and not leather, but whatever spandex, and with giant motorcycle helmets. And this one, like, it makes it look more alien and stuff like that.
Do you think that there's a specific reason that they did not make the black guy the Black Ranger?
Yeah, because obviously the black guy being a Black Ranger and the Asian chick being a Yellow Ranger is kind of like racist. But I don't know, it looked cool. I mean, it's a little weird that made Goldar completely made out of gold and like trippy because it looks like he's melting. But I liked it. It looked cool. It looked like it's going to be a lot of action. The little clip you got of them fighting the rock putty monster things wasn't bad.
What?
I think I'll go see it.
What did you think, Topher? Okay, cool, Topher. Good story, bro. Pirate.
Topher.
I liked it. I mean, I kind of like Brian. Growing up as a kid, I didn't like the Power Rangers. It came out. I was already like, 14 or something like that, 15. So wasn't really into the after school show because it was an after school show, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was.
I wasn't really, I was too busy, like either with sports or skateboarding or trying to get chicks or whatever. But it was. So, like I said, I never really got into it.
By chicks, do you mean wangs?
No, I mean like
Wang Chung tonight.
Vagina.
Everybody get down tonight.
Totally forgot where I was going now.
What the fuck is Topher doing?
I don't know.
He's probably watching the trailer right now.
Yeah,
that
must be it.
But I like the trailer. I thought it looked really good. Like, I don't know a ton about the Power Rangers, just a little bit that I've, seen. But I dig it. The suits look awesome. The way they morph. I like it. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Brian, stop whatever you're doing. It's really annoying. I really liked the trailer as well. I thought the suits looked good. The morphing, like the animation or whatever of them morphing, looked really cool. Bryan Cranston as Zordon was awesome.
He was the original voice of Zordon.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's been under contract with them for like 35 years. That once they get like a big budget film out,
that he would be the Zordon.
He would be in the movie, yeah.
No shit. I thought that was cool. I liked the look of Alpha 5 the robot. I liked the look of pretty much everything except Goldar. I thought he looked really stupid. Rita looked awesome. I thought she looked really like sinister and evil. I thought that was a good play on the character, but the whole take on Goldar just looked to me. I mean, maybe I'll feel differently about it when I get more see the movie or something, but it just looked shitty. I mean, to be honest, it looked really dumb.
Wait, what looked shitty?
Goldar.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that's who that was.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. My point exactly. I didn't either until Brian mentioned it.
That could have been the Make My Monster Grow version, and maybe he looks different when he's smaller. I don't know.
No, the toy has him like that the whole time.
Oh.
The other thing I don't like that you don't notice in the trailers because you don't see that much of them, but the toy, if you look at the toy, the Triceratops and the Mastodon Zords both have 6 legs.
What?
Interesting.
No.
Yep.
What? They do. Why would you do that?
I just watched the trailer because I hadn't seen it yet.
Why would you do that?
Called it.
Why would I do what? Why would I watch the trailer?
No, this one has 8 legs, dude.
It has 8 legs?
Yeah.
Is it a spider?
That's even worse.
I don't even know what. One's a triceratop. I can't tell how many legs it has, but then there's another one that's like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the mastodon has 8 legs.
Yeah, the black one. Yeah. What the fuck?
So it
would
can
you-
run faster.
Why would. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Um,
That's awful. I don't know if I want to see this movie anymore.
It looked fairly interesting. Like, I mean, I like what they were doing with it. My only hesitation is just that it looks a little too Michael Bay Transformers-y to me.
Oh,
like-
for
Well,
sure.
there was no
The
blowing.
Zords and the enemies, and it looked very Michael Bay.
How about speaking of movies that I don't want to see? How about the Logan trailer? Pirate,
I like the
go
stuff.
ahead and chime in.
do what?
Go ahead and chime
Me?
in. Yeah, oh yeah. Let's start this party.
Okay. I like how they look. I like the setting, but I didn't really even notice it until the last time we talked about the Logan trailer, and Topher was like, them flying into each other and looking like they just have cable harness like special effects, and I watched this trailer and that's all I fucking see. Like I could have literally imagined like cables on people, you know what I mean, flying into
You're
them. And so Topher kind of ruined it more for me, but at the same time made me realize that that's kind of shitty. I think there's some scenes in there that they're doing just to kind of Deadpool it, because they've seen how the success Deadpool had with the R film.
Yeah, but I don't
Rated
think
R?
I don't think that they're doing a rated R film.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they are, because
There's a
the
red band
UK trailer has him like dropping F-bombs in it and shit.
There's a red band trailer. They're doing it rated R. That was announced a while ago.
Yeah.
I think we even talked about it.
Director says not so fast.
Yeah, when is it from?
2 days ago.
And why do they have an F-band trailer with blood and F-bombs and stuff like that?
Framed as a. Yeah, he's saying that they haven't decided yet. It has been framed for as an R-rated movie, but James Mangold has come out and said that the final call on the rating has not yet been made, and that some of the more vicious scenes could be cut for later release in an unrated version of the film.
Yay!
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it just seems like there's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things they're doing in it that's just to kind of make it so different from the other Wolverine films, which I'm fine with that. But at this point and this late in it, you're not going to have Hugh Jackman anymore as Wolverine, I guess. That's what the census has been. This is his
last time playing Wolverine.
Yeah, so I think that it's going to be. I think that they should have kind of just went out with what they've been doing instead of trying to change it and rewrite. Obviously by what they've been doing, I mean, minus Wolverine Origins, like totally not like that one. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm not excited, but I'm also like, I'll probably watch it.
Topher, what do you think about this?
I still think it was pretty good. I mean, I still. This trailer didn't really change any opinions I had from the last time. Still pretty much exactly the same, for me anyway. Like, I'm looking forward to see it. I think it's going to be good. I like the fact that it looks like they're going for a more story-driven, character-driven plot line here, and there will be plenty of action, but it's not going to be some, stupid, like, it's not going to be like the Mission style where, like, oh, we have to go here and grab the thing so that we can stop the bad guy from doing this other thing that he wants to do with this global domination, blah, blah, blah. No, it's like, they're trying to experiment, like, on this little girl, and he's, actually trying to, like, save her from them, but also save her from herself at the same time, and that goal is a lot more character driven than a lot of the superhero movies where it's like, let's team up and go pummel the bad guys because they want to take over the world, or we have to get that one device that works in the machine to stop it from blowing up to it's like the whole, like, video game quest line plot thing is I'm kind of over it with a lot of these movies. So the fact that this one actually has a character goal in the end, I think that's great. So yeah, my worries are still that the effects kind of bug me with the wire work, but I mean it does stay true to what they've been doing in that franchise, even though it's old as shit. So hopefully that doesn't take me out of it too much. But I mean, let's be honest, Logan and Professor X were some of the best characters in the movies, and focusing on them and actually doing it right for once, instead of the frickin' the Wolverine Origins movie was fucking terrible. But doing what they actually do in a real movie where they're not just trying to put a bunch of cameos and a bunch of shitty actors and change the plot of every other X-Men story on the planet. I don't know. I'm kind of behind this one. I feel like it's going to be decent.
Brian?
I only like the parts with X-23 fighting.
All right.
I just realized too from that trailer, I don't know why I didn't catch it before or hear about it, but that's 11 from fucking Stranger Things.
Wait,
I don't think
is it?
so.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure that it's 11.
Nah.
Pretty sure
Nah.
not.
No,
And she looks like her.
No.
she looks like a young girl. It's about the only similarity.
Yeah.
Hold on, IMDb this. Fact check this.
Yeah, that's not her.
Definitely not.
Yeah, for sure not her.
What's her name?
Daphne Keane.
Mine's always wrong.
Even it says on here her name is not 11 from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Oh. Did she look like her in that trailer? I was like, what the hell?
It says on her IMDb, roles not played, 11 from Stranger Things. Fuck.
Well, the fact that it's on there, there's been several people that I'm not the only one.
There's a postscript here that says, "Fuck off, pirate." I don't know.
I'm going places.
I didn't like the trailer really at all. I am with Brian. The only interesting parts to me were the fight scenes with X-23. Professor X was mildly annoying to me in this one for some reason. I don't know why. He doesn't look old enough to me. Another problem with it. If you compare if you compare the age of Logan versus Professor X in the other Wolverine movies, Professor X is already old. Now Wolverine is old as shit, and fucking Professor X doesn't look older than Logan. He would have to be 120 by now, and I don't know. I'm just not buying that. I think that's a fucking giant fucking glaring stupid story hole that they only brought him into this because he was one of the best characters in the other ones, even though he doesn't really fit timeline wise. So I think
things nobody says anymore. Gee, Patrick Stewart, you're looking mighty young these days.
I don't think that fits. I think it's ridiculous. On top of that, whatever Brian's doing is super annoying.
Breathing
again.
Sorry, I ran out of air.
Also, fucking, I have a hard time seeing any reason to spend money on a film that is using special effects from the 1990s or 1980s even, that is charging the same per ticket as the movies that are using cutting edge special effects. So fuck off with all your tightrope wire fucking jump bullshit. It looks terrible. It doesn't look realistic at all. It totally takes you out of the whole action sequence. They jump real fast in the air and then slowly glide 16 feet. There's some kind of fucking sugar glider squirrel. I think it looks fucking ridiculous. It really does. I just the whole theme of it is cool. Like I like the concept of the character based plot, like you said, Topher. But there's just so many things that they're doing wrong with this movie that I would rather them just not do it and call it quits where they were at. To be perfectly honest, I think the X-Men franchise as a whole is better without this movie.
No, he should have done his last movie should have been a crossover with Deadpool.
You're not even on camera. Jesus.
His last movie should have been a crossover with Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean something like that would have been cool, but this movie is just not it. I think that this is a mistake. I don't think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to make a lot of money. I think it's probably going to be a flop, just like most of the X-Men films.
Nah,
that's
Wolverine. People are going to go see it.
I don't think it's going to be a flop.
You
per
can't
se.
keep making movies with old technology. Like, you just can't do it. That would be like going to a car dealership and like right next to the brand new Corvette, they've got a 1987 Toyota Corolla and they're charging $30,000 for it. Like, it's not. Nobody's going to pay that. People are not going to continue to pay to see movies with old technology with unbelievable special effects in it. Like, the way that special effects are now, there's no reason that they couldn't make those jumping fight scenes where they're leaping and twirling around and all that shit look realistic. It's expected now. It's commonplace in any action film, in any superhero film. That's the standard. That's the bar. And they're clearly, from the trailer, they're clearly coming in way, way under the bar. For sure. And I don't see how people are going to want to see that. I mean, every one of us noticed it in the trailer. So, what, like, if you were watching that and you were just a casual fan, not someone that was, dedicated to the X-Men, and you saw that and you were like, wow, that's a fucking lame-ass fight scene. Why would you want to go and pay $10, $12 to go to the theater? I mean, to go to the movies, you and a friend or you and your significant other, it's $30, $40 easy. By the time you buy tickets and popcorn and a pop, why would you want to come off of that kind of money for something that you can tell in the trailer is going to have terrible looking fight scenes? And it's billed as an action movie. Like, fuck off. No way. I think it's terrible. I think it's gonna be a flop. Nothing? No response?
I disagree. I mean, I I agree with you on the effects. Like, that was the first thing I pointed out on the last trailer. But I still think that the movie's going to do well. I don't think it's going to flop because of that. I think a lot of people don't notice that as much as we do, and I think they're more looking at claws stabbing people and bloodshed, and they're like, oh my god, this is going to be fucking awesome, and a lot of people are X-23 fans and excited to see that there's a movie with her in it, and I think it's going to do well. I think it will have probably a few problems, and there will definitely be things we'll have to criticize about it, but I don't think it's going to be a flop by any means. I think it's going to do very well.
Are there even box office predictions for this film yet?
I don't know. I don't normally look at those.
I'm just curious because
I get all my box office predictions from Fox 2.
Goddamn right. I don't even think they're predicting the box office. Oh wait, here we go. Well, they're predicting opening weekend at 40 million. That's pretty substantially lower than. I mean, people in the industry have said that Wonder Woman is going to be a terrible movie, like like Batman Superman, and it's projected for 80 million. And Guardians of the Galaxy is projected at 160 million.
I don't think.
Let's face it, it's no Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and Guardians of the Galaxy is a summer movie too. I mean,
I don't think Logan's going to do as well as any of those. Like, I don't think like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Logan's going to be like a blockbuster hit and it's going to like be one of the highest grossing comic book films of all time. Like, no, I don't think that at all. I don't think it's going to be a flop. I think it's going to do fine. I don't think it's going to be a flop.
I don't think,
but I also don't think it's going to be huge. I mean, after Days of Future Past was actually decent. Apocalypse. After Apocalypse, like. And how shitty Wolverine Origins was. I mean, this movie is going to have a lot of bad faith going into it, and it's going to have to do work, to actually pull people up off their couches and go see this after the way that the X-Men franchises and Logan in particular have been left in with some of their past movies, but I still think that it'll do just fine.
The Baywatch movie is projected to beat it out on opening weekend.
Oh,
God.
Well, that's because it's got abs and boobs.
Yeah, I don't.
Now there's some old technology.
I don't think Logan will make as much domestically in theaters, period, as the Marvel movies make opening weekend.
No, I don't think so either.
Like,
I mean, you also have to.
Close.
You also have to consider the fact that the Logan movie has 2 awful movies that came before it, and people are still remember that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not going to go see it, so I'll have to take somebody else's word for how the movie was. I'm sure it'll be awful, but
I'll probably go see it.
CW is going to be moving Legends of Tomorrow to the same night as Flash. Apparently, they've got so many goddamn shows now that doing some restructuring. Do you think this will be do you think that this will be good, bad, or do you think it'll even make a difference for that show?
Shows have actual nights that they air. They don't just appear every once in a while on your DVR. I'm confused.
That's a good point. That's a very valid point. Most people don't watch things live.
I couldn't even tell you what fucking night any of them are on. I don't know.
Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, I don't watch it live either.
Flash, Arrow,
that's a good point.
and Legend of Tomorrow.
Point Topher, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it'll have an effect on anything.
I mean, it doesn't help that I'm like way behind on all of them. So, like I've got 27 of them all queued up. And so God knows when they appear. People who are actually watching them, fairly currently probably, know a little bit better what day they show up. Oh, we'll have another, Arrow to watch after tonight, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, most people don't watch live TV anymore.
Fair enough.
Live action.
Marvel animated films are going to be coming to the free streaming service Tubi TV. I've never even heard of this service before. It's TUBI TV. They're bringing 6 movies to the service: Ultimate Avengers 2, Planet Hulk, Doctor Strange, Invincible Iron Man, and Thor: Tales of Asgard. That's pretty cool. I mean, I have to see, like, is this an
some of those
app
are on
that
Netflix right now. Are they taking them off of Netflix?
I'm not sure. I don't know if
Doctor Strange was for a while.
Is Tubi TV something that you get like an app for a Roku TV, or is it like just is it just like a website that you can go to?
No idea. I'm not really heard of it.
Yeah,
not familiar.
I mean, if anybody that's listening to this uses Tubi TV, give us a little bit of information about it, because I don't have a goddamn clue. I don't know what that shit is.
I mean,
it's a streaming
out to be able to pull like a deal with Marvel. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause that's not just some easy feat.
Well, or the company is owned by Disney.
Also that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, Marvel's animated shows, while not bad or not, like,
they're nowhere near as good as DC.
They're nowhere near as DC's, and they're not the focus of Marvel's media stuff. So they're probably not as demanding for that. But I'd like to see them put more stuff out, honestly. You know what I really liked, actually? They did...
Tell us.
I will tell you.
I would love to hear it.
They did these like motion comics videos a while back where they would take like a 6 like a comic arc that was like 6 issues long or so, and they would adapt it into a video, and it was basically like word for word. It was like the panels and the dialogue, the script of the comic, but they would kind of animate it a bit. So like not everything would be, it wouldn't be full animation. It would be more like, transitioning from panel to panel, and they'd add like a little bit of like movement to them and like sound effects and stuff. And it was basically like, like a video version of reading the comics, and it was actually really cool. And they did that for
When did
a few
this
different
happen?
arcs, and God, it's been a while.
Like, where could someone find these videos?
They were on
Which?
Netflix a long time ago, but
The
I haven't
motion
seen them
comics?
recently.
VHS.
Yeah,
You can find them on YouTube.
Huh.
because they did one for Joss Whedon's first Astonishing X-Men run, and it was really cool. And I watched it on Netflix at the time, and then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where they are today, but
Yeah, you can find them on.
yeah.
Motion. Just search Motion Comics Marvel or Motion Comics DC.
I don't think they really do a whole lot of those anymore, which is unfortunate because I thought that was pretty cool.
Huh. I think they do some of those.
No, they haven't
Sure.
done one in a while. There's a bunch of them still.
Here's
though.
Superman Rebirth #1. That's only 3 months old. So I
Well,
would beg to differ, I guess.
Well,
no, that's probably somebody probably did that. That's probably not put out.
Well,
by
somebody's
anyone.
doing it. God damn it, Brian. At least somebody.
allow
At
it.
least somebody's doing
okay,
something around.
yeah, maybe somebody is. I mean, I just know the official Marvel produced ones, like they haven't done in a long time. If DC had done any, I didn't even know they had done any, so that's cool.
Fair enough. Well, that pretty much sums up everything we have to talk about this week. A little bit of a short episode, but so be it. Brian is only on camera 50% of the time.
That's right. Me and John like being in the corner of the cameras.
Pirate is almost asleep. So
I'm awake.
that being said, we'll see you guys next week. I'm Fox 2. We got Pirate,
Have a great day.
a little bit of Topher,
This is my Brian impression.
and
Pretty good.
half the Heffin' Brian.
Poop.
So long.